What's up, guys? Welcome to another epic episode of J Philly Retro Toys. Guys, thank you for checking out the video today. Kind of a different video today, guys. We're going to be doing an action figure review, something I don't normally do on the channel a whole lot, but something I'm hoping to start doing a little bit more, because now that I'm kind of getting into, like, opening up my figures more. I used to be, like, a strictly 100% in-box collector. Now that I'm starting to take more figures out of the box, we might start doing some more figure reviews, guys. But another reason I don't do a lot of them is because mainly I collect vintage action figures, vintage toys, things like that. Not a whole lot of modern stuff that you usually get in the boxes. But today we are going to do a modern action figure review. Actually got this guy in the mail this week. Best Action Beetlejuice. Right out of the shipper box, I see a few things that I like, a few things I don't like. Let's take a closer look at him. Alright guys, so I think we're going to start off by just looking at the overall figure itself in the package. I do want to let you know this is only the second time I think I've ever owned a Best Action figure. Best Action is, of course, put out by Loyal Subjects. I have owned several Loyal Subjects in my lifetime, and they're okay. They're not, I don't hate them. I don't love them. But again, this is the second Best Action figure. I did own the Aang from The Last Airbender, which was kind of a cool figure. But again, we're going to start off just looking at the packaging itself, the presentation. I love the big clear window on this. I love that you can see most of the accessories, with the exception there is one hiding behind the cardboard there. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I like the vibrant colors. I love the cartoon Beetlejuice on here. And I also love, I don't know if you guys can see this, if you know what I'm talking about when I say, I love the mix, when a company does like a matte and a glossy on the same package. Like, you can tell this is like a matte finish, but this Beetlejuice is like a glossy finish. I just think that looks really cool when it comes to toys. And this edge is all glossy. And then on the back here, back of the package looks really cool as well. I love that pose for the Beetlejuice. And then you can kind of see what I was talking about here. The black part is the matte finish. The Beetlejuice picture and the accessories are all glossy. I really like that type of packaging when companies do that for action figures especially. 31 points of articulation. Gives you a nice little rundown of the Beetlejuice character and cartoon there. And then it shows you what accessories are supposed to actually come in the package. However, as we will see in a minute, that's not actually what you get in the package. I don't know if they decided to change that at the last minute and, for some reason didn't put what's supposed to put in, was supposed to be in here in the box. Anyway, again, this is from loyalsubjects.com. Yeah, that's it. Overall packaging looks pretty good, I think. Pretty appealing. If you're just, walking by this in a store, I would definitely take a second look at it. I actually have in Walmart one time. So yeah, I think it looks really good. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 8.5 out of 10 for packaging. I really like the box itself and the overall presentation of it. So next we are simply just going to cut the seal on this guy. I think the seal is here. And then this just folds open and you can slide the figure out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I will be right back. Alright, so the seal has been cut. I'm getting ready to slide this out of the box, but I'm going to be very careful, guys, because one thing that I noticed before I opened this is that if you can see here, right here, there are pieces of the accessory that have been snapped off or broken off or have just come loose, and they're kind of rattling around in the package. You see that arm moving there. So I'm going to be very careful taking this out so that I don't lose it. There we go. All right. So again, oh, well, thankfully there's a plastic. Okay. So one good thing is there's a plastic cover over this so that if pieces do come loose, they're not like rattling around in the box, thankfully. So that's a good thing. It does come with a plastic cover. We take this out. We can take this Best Action. This is actually a sticker, I think. Yeah, get a little Best Action sticker there. And as we can see, like I said, the arm on this guy has come off, which is a real bummer. That kind of sucks. Hopefully it'll just snap back in. This is the little, the little spider or whatever he is. I don't know. Hopefully, let's see if we can just snap it back in here. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna see if I can get my wife to do it. She has more
dexterity.
Dexterity, yes. She's sitting right here with me. She has more dexterity and more like gentleness than I do. So let me see if I can get her to do this for me.
Wait.
All right, guys. So we got it in there. Apparently, it's really, really delicate. It did just pop in there. I don't know if maybe, if this was your figure, you might want to just glue it, like super glue it in there. I'm not sure how that even happened. She said she thinks it probably wasn't even in there to begin with.
It was just kind of.
Yeah, it was just kind of like stuck in there, like laid in there. I don't know, honestly.
That's hard to get in, and when you turn it, it just pops right out.
Yeah, if you turn this arm, it's just gonna pop out. So I don't know if you were gonna display this, you might want to put some super glue in there or something. That's kind of disappointing that they would just stick that in there like that. So anyway, it comes with this spider, which, as I said before, is kind of weird because on the back of the box, it shows that there's like this snake that it's supposed to come with. So I actually did a little bit of research before I opened this, and there was actually a Lydia figure that was supposed to come out from Best Action in this series that they never released. And this spider was actually supposed to come out with Lydia. So I'm not sure what reason they changed that. But apparently on the box it shows that this snake was supposed to come with Beetlejuice and not the spider. However, everyone is getting the spider. This is how they packaged it. This is what they decided to go with. So again, I don't know if they decided not to release Lydia at one point and just decided to put this spider in with Beetlejuice. Not sure. All right, guys. So moving along, it does come with 3 alternate hands, as you can see. I'm not sure. It just depends on, I guess, what you want to put in his hands. I'm assuming this one right here or this one here maybe holds the hat better than the one he's got on. It also comes with the little beetle that he eats. Comes with his cane, and it comes with this weird little yellow bottle. I don't really remember what this was from as far as the cartoon goes. I don't remember what he did with this bottle as to why they would include that as an accessory. But we're going to pop these out here, and I'm going to give you a closer look at the figure itself. You may or may not have noticed already some major quality issues with this figure, and everything's falling out. Okay. All right, guys, so everything else just kind of ended up falling right out of the packaging. Nothing was tied in, so, I mean, that's okay with me. It's no big deal. They have that flap over the front of it, so nothing falls out of the packaging. This hat looks really cool. Really nice job on the hat. Again, we've got the bottle, the cane, and 3 extra hands here. Now, as far as the figure itself goes, looks really good, I think. I'm kind of impressed with it. The knees are a little funky. Unless you have them standing straight up like that, there's no gap in the knees. But if you bend at all, they're kind of, I mean, it is what it is. His boots are classic Beetlejuice cartoon boots. Double jointed knees and double jointed elbows, which is cool. Yeah, everything turns, everything bends. I'm not a huge action figure reviewer, so I don't know the technical terms. The socket shoulders are really nice. However, like I said before, there are some major quality issues with my specific figure. Yeah, if you see there, this should have never been put in a box and sent off of the production floor, in my opinion. As you can see, this is just terrible. Like, I don't know how this even passed quality and was put in a box. The hair is scuffed totally off, all the way down into the purple part of the head. The paint is just terrible. And then you got this big gash here, like two big gashes that are not supposed to be on the figure. I've looked online. I thought, well, maybe, maybe he was murdered and that's what he's supposed to look like somehow. No, these gashes in his head are not supposed to be here. I am honestly not sure. Again, no clue how they could have actually put this in a box. And of course, this is the one that I got. You see here's another piece that's been broken off or scuffed off. Thankfully, my wife is very good at crafts and she offered to repaint this hair for me. So she's gonna repaint the hair so that it looks decent on a shelf. But it's still just, thankfully I didn't pay for this, so I I wouldn't have never paid $20 for this figure. Um, again, it just blows my mind how they were able to put this out on the shelf like this. Otherwise, the figure itself is really nice. I think, really cool figure. He's about 5 inches, probably 5 inches tall. Really nice articulation, as you saw in the box. There's 31 points of articulation. Really nice movement of the joints. Um, I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. I just wish. I guess I could put his hat on. Let me see if his hat is gonna fit him. I guess I could. Yeah, I could make him wear his hat on a shelf, which is what I'll probably do. I'll still probably have my wife paint the hair, but I will probably make him wear his hat. Probably put his cane in his hand and display him that way because otherwise, this is just unacceptable. Um, Let me think about an overall rating, and I'll get back to you. So, guys, as far as the quality rating on this figure goes, presentation wise, in the box, I gave it an 8.5. Quality wise, as far as the figure goes and the accessories overall, I'm gonna say like a 4.5 out of 10. Maybe even less than that, just because there's no excuse for that whatsoever. And I know this is an older figure. People have probably reviewed dozens of these on YouTube already and have had no issues. Just so happens that mine has like major quality issues. So I'm going to give this particular figure a 4.5 out of 10. Overall, like I said, if you go into a store, you're probably not going to find one with issues like this. So if these were not here, I would give it an 8 out of 10 for overall quality of figure. I like the movements. I like the way you can pose it. I like the accessories, except for the fact that my accessory had an arm busted off of it, which I dinged the score for a little bit as well. So again, for my particular figure, my exact figure that I received, I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 10 for quality. So, guys, that was my review of the Best Action Beetlejuice figure. Overall, a really cool figure. I actually really like this figure. If it wasn't for the blemishes and the scuffs right out of the package, I would be extremely happy with this figure. Decent articulation, decent accessories, really cool. If you're a fan of Beetlejuice, I used to love the Beetlejuice cartoon when I was a kid in the 80s. If you're a fan of that or you're a horror fan, definitely pick up this figure. Like I said, it's only a year or two old. You could probably still find it at Walmart or other secondary markets. So definitely, if you're interested in picking up a good Beetlejuice cartoon figure, check this out. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will check you guys out later.